Hello there everybody, and welcome to my presentation of the Latias and Latios quiz. Now I know there's been a lot of people who've been asking me to do this, so this one's for all of you Lati fans out there. And I can see why everyone loves the Eon dragons as much as I do, just because, well, they really do make the perfect pair of Pokemon. And what better way to celebrate them with a 20-question quiz. Now how this quiz goes, for anyone who's just joining, it is a 20-question multiple-choice quiz, and I will give you just about 7 or 8 seconds or so to answer the question, but also keep in mind you can pause the video whenever you want if you have more time. It's basically a trivia, just to see how much you know about Latias and Latios. So, let's get started with the first question. Number 1. What physical feature does Latias have, but Latios doesn't? Is it 2 feet, pointy ears, a triangle on the belly, or a tail? Alrighty, for those of you who take a good look at Latias and Latios, the answer is D, a tail. Yes, believe it or not, Latios does not have a tail. It's kind of funny. That's like the only thing that Latias has that her brother doesn't is a tail. They look mighty cute with it too, I'll say. Alright, next question. 2. What do Latias and Latios use to make themselves invisible? Is it a camouflage feature, the dew in their bodies, their psychic powers, or a special item? Alrighty, well, believe it or not, Latias and Latios have a special dew in their bodies that reflect light in such a way that makes them invisible. Yes, and also, believe it or not, they have feathers too, which is kind of awkward because I never thought of feathers would be on a dragon, but hey, it's the first time for everything, right? Yep, it's pretty interesting how can they just disappear from view like that. However, depending on how the lights hit them, you may be able to see a flash of what they look like real quick if they are invisible. Alright, next question. Which of the following Pokemon comes before Latias on the Pokedex? Is it Registeel, Latios, Kyogre, or Regirock? Well then, the answer to this question is A. Registeel comes before Latias on the Pokedex. Regirock does not. He is 3 before Latias on the Pokedex. And Latios comes after Latias on the Pokedex. And Kyogre comes after Latios. Yeah. How do you like that little tricky doohickey question, huh? Sorry. That was in a moment. Alright, next one. Latios is how much longer than Latias? By 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, or 4 feet? Well, the answer to this one is B, 2 feet. Yep, Latias is 4'7", while her brother is exactly 2 feet longer, being 6'7". She's kind of small for a dragon, huh? But that's what makes her cute. And her brother, well, okay. He's cute too in a way, I'll admit. Question 5. In the Pokemon Heroes movie, what is the name of the treasure that Latias and Latios guard? That should be guard with the singular, not plural, but pardon me. Anyway, is it a Dewdrop, an Oval Stone, a Spirit Orb, or a Soul Stone? Alrighty there, Pokemon Hero fanatics like myself. The answer to this one is the Soldew, yes. Now, the Soldew does look like a dewdrop, but that's not the name of the jewel itself. An Oval Stone, that's a different item entirely. I can't remember what it does on the top of my head, but yes, and Spirit Orb, I made that up. But the answer is Soldew. Yep, Soldew contains the soul of Latios and is the jewel of the water capital, and keeps the canals filled with water. Interesting. Number 6. Which of the following abilities of Latias and Latios is used exclusively in the Pokemon Heroes movie and not in any video game? Is it their fast flying speed, their invisibility, sight sharing, or luster purge? Well then, I have not seen this in anything else besides this movie. It is sight sharing, and boy, that is one amazing ability. I'm surprised that they don't use it more, in my opinion, because, I mean, that's pretty cool. You can, like, see through the eyes of Latios. Now, it is confirmed that Latios can send images to someone else of what it's has previously seen or what it's thinking, and that's pretty cool. You can, like, pretty much read the mind of Latios if he lets you. Pretty interesting. And yeah, pretty much that's what they're able to do to each other too, is use sight sharing to have Latias see what Latios sees at any given time. That's pretty interesting. Now, before people are up my behind about this, invisibility is used in a video game, but only one time, and that one time is Pokémon Mystery Dungeon 2 and 2. Yeah, that's it. Pokémon Mystery Dungeon 2. And it's an item used called the Eon Veil, I believe, that Latias uses, and if she is attacked, she can turn invisible for a brief moment. And that still counts as turning invisible. So, I did my research. Number 7. Who of the following in the anime owns a Latias? Is it Bianca, Tobias, Nurse Joy, or Drake? Alrighty, well, the answer to this one is, believe it or not, Nurse Joy owns a Latias. Which one? I don't care, nor do I know, but, well, I know that a Nurse Joy owns a Latias. That's what I know. Now, Drake does not own one. I know that. He owns, like, a Dragonite, but that's it. And, well, okay, that's not it, but you know what I mean. Bianca does not own a Latias, she's just best friends with one. But the Latias on Altamar is wild. Tobias owns a Latios, but it is not confirmed. I even looked this up. It is not confirmed that he owns a Latias. There's no confirmation about it whatsoever. So there's a big argument, I know, saying, hey, I think he owns one because he owns Latios. But have you seen it? Nope. So far, the proof is denied. But I have seen the episode where Nurse Joy uses a Latias to fight a trainer's Rhyperior. And Latias wins in the end, for the win. Alright, next question. Number 8. There are cards of Latias and Latios that came from the Pokepark in Japan. What type are they? And the picture I am showing you are not those cards. They're different cards entirely. So these are the cards that are in the picture now are not the cards. However, what type are the actual Pokepark Japanese cards? Is it colorless type, dragon type, psychic type, or fire and water type? Well, I know the answer to this because I have those cards myself. It is Psychic. Yes, those are the only Latias and Latios cards in existence so far as I know that are Psychic type. All the other ones are colorless, except for now there's some from the Dragon Vault that are Dragon type now. And there were a couple of Delta species and even EX cards that are Latias is the Fire type and Latios is the Water type. Pretty interesting how they're just they can just do that. But yes, I just found it kind of interesting how the Pokepark cards for the big theme park that was in Japan are Psychic type, and that's the only ones that are those type. Number 9. What is the color of the triangle on a shiny Latios' belly? Is it red, teal, gold, or blue? Well, the answer to this question is C. Yep, the triangle on a Latios' belly, which is shiny, is gold. Now the body color itself is the teal bluish color. Now, shiny Latias is gold, while the triangle on her belly is teal. So it's the same thing back and forth as if it was the regular colors with the red on the blue and the blue on the red. That's I like the color scheme of that. Number 10. Which of the following is not true about Latias and Latios? Is it they dislike fighting, they can read the thoughts and emotions, they can sense the appearance of others, or they can speak different languages? Well, the answer to this question is D. Yep, they are Pokemon that they dislike fighting, some of which are pacifist. They just prefer not to fight entirely unless it's absolutely necessary. They can read the thoughts and emotions of others using telepathy. Latias does that a lot, I noticed. They can sense the appearance of others. For example, like say if the Latios was hiding in a bush, or vice versa. If you were hiding in a bush and a Latios could sense where you are. Now it's not D. Now here's the thing with D. They don't speak different languages. They understand different languages, and there's a difference in that. That's the thing. That was a little bit of a trick question there. Now they can understand the languages, but they cannot speak them themselves. All right, number 11. In the main Pokemon games, the Soldew item raises what stat or stats of Latias and Latios by 50%? Is it their HP, their attack and defense, their special attack and special defense, or their speed? Oh, say, can you see? The answer is C. Alright, so, yeah, that was a bad pun, but whatever. Yes, their special attack and special defense raises by 50% if they are wielding the Soldew. Which, boy, that makes them a lot more powerful. Because I think my Latios with the Soldew is like 421 with it in the special attack, and boy, that packs a punch. Now, of course, they're not really high in the attack and defense department, so that possibly could be their weakness. But if it comes to anything with special attack and special defense, they'll be all over it. If they were to actually fight, that is. Well, they are very powerful, and that's why trainers prefer to fight with them anyway, regardless. 12. Latios can fly faster than what? Being the best choice of the following: Mach 2 speed, a jet plane, the speed of sound, or a Mazda CX-5. Well, if you collect enough cards, or played enough Pokemon video games, you would know that the Pokedex information would say, Latios, by tucking his wings in flight, he can fly faster than a jet plane. Which, damn, that is pretty fast. I've always wanted to see who would win in a race, Dragonite or Latios. Boy, would that be the race of the century. But anyway, yeah, that's still either good. That's pretty darn fast. Number 13. What type of attacking moves are Latias and Latios unable to learn? Is it Ice, Grass, Fire, or Ghost? Alrighty, well, the answer to this one is, are you surprised? It's C! Fire! Now, before anyone's up my butt saying, hey, can't they learn Sunny Day? Sunny Day is not an attacking move. I almost think every Pokemon can learn Sunny Day. Pretty much everyone can. Except for maybe Ditto or something like that. But, yeah, they cannot learn any fire-type moves, even though they are dragons. That's kind of awkward, but they can learn ice, such as Ice Beam and Blizzard. They can learn grass, so Latios can learn Energy Ball, Latias can learn Solar Beam, and they can both learn, I think they can both learn Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Yes, I'm pretty sure they can. And if not, then I know at least Latios can learn Shadow Claw and Latias can learn Shadow Ball. Alright, next question. Latios' signature move is Luster Purge. So what is Latias's? Is it Gyro Ball, Shadow Ball, Mist Ball, or Energy Ball? Well then. Wow, it's C! I bet many of you are getting these right. Oh, he's always picking C. But come on, do you really know it, or are you just guessing? Anyway, yes, Mist Ball is the Latias' signature move, which I believe lowers special defense of a target. It's been a while since I used it, just because. However, it being a signature move, it isn't as powerful as you would think it would be. It's probably more powerful in the anime, as go all Pokemon moves, such as Water Gun and even Tackle. Yes, even Tackle is very powerful in the anime. So Mist Ball probably would be up there too. Alright, moving on to the more difficult questions now. Number 15. In Pokémon Mystery Dungeons, Explorers of Sky, what gummy would be considered Latias and Latios' favorite? A gold gummy, a red gummy, a wander gummy, or a silver gummy? Did I trick anybody? We'll find out. Alright, the answer to this is gold gummy. Yes. Everyone's probably thinking, oh, it's C! What? It's C! No, it is not C. I pulled off a Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky and probably tricked you. This is not a Wonder Gummy. Look how it's spelled. It's a Wander Gummy. And what a Wander Gummy does, it's a fake gummy item that gunks your vision if you eat it. It's not a true Wonder Gummy, the ultimate gummy that makes every Pokemon smile. No, it is not. So I might have tricked some of you. But the answer to this is gold gummy, because that is the delicious treat that psychic types love. Red gummy is for fire types, and silver gummy is for steel types. That's it. Yep. I'm wondering how many people I tricked. Silly me. Alrighty, number 16. Which of the following video games did Latias and Latios make an appearance in? Is it Pokemon Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Pinball 1, or Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Alrighty there, video game nerds like myself. That's the answer right there. D, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They were a Poke Assist in that game. Don't know how many times the Latias and Latios saved my butt and helped me come in first in that game. They did not make an appearance in Pokemon Conquest, even though Dragonite did. And I'm surprised they didn't, just because they're pretty powerful, and I don't know. They did not make an appearance in Shadows of Almia. They did make an appearance in a Pokemon Ranger game, but that was the third game. This is the second. The third game is Guardian Signs, and that's when they made their first Ranger appearance. Pokemon Pinball 1, well, that's one of the classic games for the Game Boy, and only the first generation was allowed in that game. Now, there was another Pokemon Pinball game that had, I think it was Ruby and Sapphire, which did have Latias and Latios in it, and that's pretty neat. And also, one thing to point out with these pictures here, I like how if you put the two cards together, they form one picture. I like that, and that's how I have them up in my collection in my room, is I have them just like that, so you can see the full picture. Number 17. In Pokemon Battle Revolution, which of the following Colosseum Masters owns a Latias in the Masters Battle? Does anyone play that game anymore? Is it Joe, Sashay, Kruger, or Mysterio? Alrighty, yep, Kruger owns a Latias in the Masters Battle on set 7. Now, Mysterio owns a Latios in set 8 once you get up to him. And boys, that Latios, one tough nut to crack. Now, Joe does not own either of them. He owns Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Sachet owns a bunch of defense Pokemon that are not all legends, but she has ones that are like Deoxys, and I think Registeel is another one, and maybe even Regirock as well. It's been a while since I fought her in rank 6, so I'm not entirely sure. But the main importance is Kruger has a Latias, and his Latias beat me, and it hurt my feelings, man. I'll get him back one day. 18. In Pokémon Mystery Dungeon 1, what is the name of the dungeon where you rescue Latias in a special mission? Is it Spatial Rift, Barren Valley, Happy Outlook, or Pitfall Valley? Well then, the answer to this one is D, Pitfall Valley. Yes, I remember that mission. It was a very fun mission to complete. It's funny how Latios steals from the Kecleon Bro's shop. No idea why he would do that, but apparently he thought that the items there would help get his sister out of this unescapable dungeon called Pitfall Valley. And I remember there was a mission before that Pitfall Valley where you had to fight Latios at the end of the dungeon. Northern Range, I think, is called the dungeon. Now, Happy Outlook, you can find Latias in the second Mystery Dungeon game, but it's just strictly to find her. There's no mission attached. But you could also find her at Spatial Rift, too, along with her brother, which is kind of weird. These two are the only legends where you can find them twice in that game. Barren Valley is a special area in Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky that is only tied to the 5th special episode, the one with Grovyle and him going back into the bad future for the last time. Alrighty, number 19. On Pokepark Wii, what is the difference between Latias and Latios' target scores on their own minigames? Will anyone really get this one? Is it 2,500 points, 5,000 points, 7,500 points, or 10,000 points? Alright, if anyone's asking me, hey, did you look this up? The answer is no. I memorized it from playing Pokepark Wii. The answer is 5,000 points. Latias' target score on Palipur's Circle Circuit is 30,000, while Latios' target score for Salamance's Air Race is 25,000, and the difference between the two is 5,000 points. How do I know this? Well, have you seen my channel and collection? I'm a Latias and Latios obsessor, but look at them. They're awesome. How can I not be, okay? They're just awesome Pokemon. Alright, now with that bizarrely hard question, I'm going to take it easy on you guys and give you one question that maybe everyone could get. Latias and Latios made their first anime appearance in their own movie. What number movie was Pokemon Heroes? The 3rd movie, the 4th movie, the 5th movie, or the 6th movie? And the answer to this one is, it is the 5th movie. Yep, it sure is. And what a great 5th movie it is. It's a great, fantastic adventure, but it's also heartbreaking as well. But hey, even though Latios did pass on in that movie, he told his sister and us all that it's best to cherish your life, even at the most harsh times, because you never know when your time will come. Nobody knows, not even he did. So remember that. Anyway, thank you. That is the end of the quiz. Those are all 20 questions. So I, along with the Latis, are very curious to see how you all did and see how many correct guesses of C you got. I don't know. I think there was only one question where I had to look it up. I can't remember what it was, but I know there was at least one question where I did have to look up the answer. Actually, anyway, yeah. I actually love Latias and Latios. They're really cool dragons. Even though some people mistook them at first, they thought, oh, they're not dragons, they're birds. Well, they have feathers, but hey, they are dragons. They are dragons. Alright, just put it this way. Compare Latias and Latios to Altaria. There's a huge difference. A huge difference. A huge difference. I said that 3 times, but hey, just do the comparison. There's no contest. These two are the Eon Dragons. And I thank you all for watching. Now, hey, if you are a big fan of Latias and Latios and Dragonite, you just so happen to be watching this video, why don't you just subscribe to the new Latias and Latios fan club that I have? And I gave my channel rather to the dragons, and it's not my channel anymore. It also belongs to them 3. And boy, do they deserve it. So if you are a fan, subscribe if you like. And I really hope you enjoyed this presentation of Latias and Latios quiz. I enjoyed making it, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. So, this is Mr. Jump signing off yet again, and thank you for your time.